Galacticos because we love you so much, and it is your interaction, your comments, your likes, your love that keeps us going. We're here to answer some of the questions you've sent us. We started this thread in the last video with the AskRG. So if you want to ask anything, don't forget to use the hashtag AskRG, and we'll answer it for you. That's what we're gonna do right now.
Yep.
Let's start off with Twitter. Again, you can follow us on Twitter. If you're not yet, do it, and send us your questions. So the question on Twitter is from...
So we've got the question on Twitter from Joy1 Kenobi asking us, if you replace any member of the BBC with any player in the world, who would you get?
Well, my answer is very simple. Given the hypothetical nature of the question, I bring Messi.
Ooh, you stole my answer. I was gonna say the same thing. Sorry, Cristiano. I would replace you with Messi.
I wouldn't replace Cristiano, that's not what I said, but no. I would bring Messi. Maybe to replace the three of them, I don't know. No, but I would bring Messi. Maybe to replace Benzema. So let's move on to Snapchat. We also ask you there for predictions about the game against Betis. You can follow us there at Real Galacticos. We had OMG, it's Res W, said 3-0. You didn't get it. Then Andy said 5-1, didn't get it either. And Joan said 4-0. Nobody got it, but keep following and keep participating. Maybe you'll get it in the future.
Maybe, who knows?
So let's move on to YouTube and ask the questions you asked with the hashtag, of course, AskRG.
Let's go with the questions. This one's from Omar Asheri, asking us, is Neymar a realistic future deal? If yes, how could we play him when he signs for 190 million euro?
Well, I think it's a possibility. He's a young player, and there's no guarantees that he's going to be a Barcelona player for the rest of his career. Given the nature of football nowadays, players going from teams to teams because they offer them more money. So yeah, I don't see it as a very crazy thing. I'm not saying either that it's going to happen, but maybe in a couple of years when he's tired of playing Barcelona, when they get tired of him, could happen. We could have him. I don't know.
I mean, I think realistically, yes, Real Madrid has so much money, $190 million. Florentino's crazy. If it were up to him, he'd do it in a second. And sometimes I think money talks. 190 million, how do you turn that down? If we were to hypothetically sign Neymar for 190 million euro, I think we'd have to sell, obviously, one of these big name players, and I think we'd have to sell Cristiano. Ooh.
Next question.
Next question. Coming from Anthony D. Comedy, do we have a better chance of winning La Liga or Champions League?
I honestly think we have a better chance at winning the Champions League this year. The Liga is proving to be very complicated. Atletico loses some points every now and then, but when they do, we lose points too. Same thing with Barcelona. If Barcelona win that game that they have, let's say they haven't played yet, they'll be 7 points ahead of us. That might be too much. I'm not saying we don't have a chance, but given the nature of the Champions League, I think it would be easier for us. We have a very strong team now with the whole new excitement of Zidane. It might be easier for us to get further ahead in a knockout tournament.
I totally agree with you. I think Champions League, being as there are less games, the league can get pretty complicated, and as we're already trailing behind, it seems like these points aren't coming easy to us. I think Champions League, there are so few games, it just seems a little bit of a more realistic win for us. Moving on. So here's a question you guys keep asking. We'll finally answer it for you. From Zach, this time from Zach Isfandiari, but many people have asked this. Are we a couple?
Yes.
Unfortunately for me, we are not a couple.
Yeah, no, we're not a couple. Thank you for the question. We're not a couple. Don't touch me.
Sorry.
We're not a couple.
No, we're not a couple. Not at all. Okay, moving on. From CK2, who has a better future, James or Isco?
That's a good question. It depends on what you consider a better future. It's very a wide question, but I don't know. I think James.
You think James?
Yeah, I mean, if I had to put my hands in the fire or I had to put my money on in 5 years who's gonna have been more relevant for his team, I would say James. Yeah, I can't really develop on that right now. It's like a feeling. I don't know.
It's a feeling. You feel it right here?
It's a question, yeah. James or Isco, I would say James. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe you are wrong. I think Isco. I don't know, and I love James, but I don't know. I see Isco having a better future in other leagues as well, not just in La Liga. So, there. We'll see who's right.
And Ashley thinks Isco's cute, so.
I do think, but I also think James is cute, so that's irrelevant.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Okay, So let's get a little bit personal here. CR7 Rules, who always comments, and we appreciate your comments and your participation. You're the best. When did you start loving and being a fan of Real Madrid?
That's a good question. And since I'm not Spanish and I wasn't born here, which might be interesting, I was not born a Real Madrid fan. I was actually converted to a Real Madrid fan. I'd say I started loving Real Madrid when I first saw Ronaldo. You know, not the real Ronaldo, because this one's real too, but Ronaldo the first, Ronaldo Luis Nazario da Lima, the Brazilian guy, is my favorite player ever. And when he first came to Real Madrid, it's like 15 years ago already, yeah, I couldn't help it. And yeah, that's when I started being a Real Madrid fan.
Oh, very nice story. As Vitali, I am also not Spanish. That's very obvious.
Oh, we thought she was Spanish.
Oh, well, I'm not Spanish, surprise! I was born in California, and being from California, the football culture is not like it is in Spain, so I wasn't a huge fan really until I came. I was a big football fan, but not really of any team, until I came to Spain, which about 5 years ago, and living in Madrid, I sort of had to choose a side, and I'm gonna be honest, I've never told anyone this. I chose Real Madrid because I had a crush on this guy who was a Real Madrid fan. Oh, scandalous. And I'd always go and watch Real Madrid games with him, and eventually I just started to love Real Madrid. So thank you, friend, who I won't name. From Mo Maradi, who had various questions, various personal questions.
We love you, Mo. You're always asking,
Mo.
you're always commenting, liking. Mo, you're one of the hardcore Galacticos. Mo, you protect the galaxy, man.
You are, man. Okay.
Keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you. Where are you guys from? We just told you guys that, but where are you
I was
from?
born in Peru.
And I was born in California, Bay Area, baby, 510.
Bay Area. I was born in Lima, Peru, Choche.
Okay. Who is your favorite player of all time?
It's a tough question. My favorite player it's not really a tough
No, it's
question.
not.
My favorite player of all time is Ronaldo. Ronaldo Luis Nazario da Lima.
Fat Ronaldo. The first Ronaldo. The real Ronaldo.
Fat Ronaldo. That's what she comes up with. The first thing is that. Fat Ronaldo.
No,
Yeah.
that's not mine though. Mine is Ronaldinho. I don't know what other
Tough question.
nicknames are there. But I love him. And also Iniesta, but I think my first true love of a football player was Ronaldinho.
My first true love was Ronaldo, and my only
Your
true
only.
love.
Till death do you guys part. Okay, and who do you guys prefer, Navas or Casillas?
Well, is that question? Who asked the question?
Ah, this is also from Mo.
Mo.
Still going, Mo.
Does that mean now? Like in a general analysis of their career? What do you? I don't know what you mean. If you ask me now, who would I prefer to have in my squad right now? Well, it's definitely Keylor Navas. And of course, if you're trying to ask, you know, I don't know, about the whole career thing, well, definitely Casillas. I think there's no doubt there.
Right.
But right now, Keylor. Keylor!
I agree with you. I mean, at this moment right now, I would prefer to have Keylor Navas. I think he's obviously a better goalkeeper at this stage in his life versus Casillas. But over the expanse of their lifetime, what Casillas has accomplished in his lifetime is really not comparable to many other goalkeepers. So I guess that, I don't know.
Or
if
many
the
other
answer-
players.
Yeah, I
in
don't know
general.
if that answers your question, but hopefully it did. And our last question to finish the segment is a really good question from Mohamed Abdul Jalem. If you could bring back a former Real Madrid player, who would it be?
Okay, I'm being very, it's a good question. Thank you for the question. I'm being very biased here with the Ronaldo thing. So I would say not as a coach. Well, I'm not saying I don't like him as a coach. We're yet to see what he can do. Zidane would be a good option. But personally, again, if I had to bring back any Real Madrid player in history, I would say Ronaldo. Or maybe Di Stefano. Well, probably Di Stefano.
What a mystery.
But I'd say Ronaldo. Yeah,
Yeah.
my answer is Ronaldo.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Xabi Alonso. I think. What?
I didn't expect that.
You didn't expect that?
No, that's good.
I think
you know,
that we're
unexpected.
lacking. I mean, obviously, Kroos is not. He hasn't won my heart in that midfield position. I think we're sort of lacking there in that defensive area. So, if we could bring someone back right now, why not Xabi?
Bring someone back, like, from all the people who've played for Real Madrid in 100 years.
I'm a new Real Madrid fan.
Well, Galacticos, thank you again very much for your questions. One more time, if you haven't liked or subscribed, do it so you can ask us things that, you want us to answer. We hope we have answered your questions.
Did our best.
We did our best, and we love you.
We love you
We love you,
guys.
and keep asking, AskRG, and we'll do this every week, and
Yeah.
we'll see you later.
Bye, don't cry. Can I touch you now?
Yeah, you can touch me now.